I get your resume?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jitendra, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Jiten Kumar Parida. I'm in Odisha. I have completed my MSc Architecture and BSc from Fakiramani University, Odisha. Before it, I have completed my matriculation from Odisha board. I was the cultural head of NSS and was the member of post club in my college. Coming to my hobby, I love to play, reading books, and my goal is to become an experienced and knowledgeable person in our company. That's all I want.
It was very nice to listen about yourself. So, Jitendra, can you, getting into technical, can you say about C#?
It's a C# is an object-oriented programming language. It is developed by Microsoft, approved by ECMA in the year of 2002.
Okay. So, now getting into data type, like what are different data types available under C#? Why we need to use them?
The data type is two type of data type. One is value type, another is reference type. Value type is nothing but integer, float, and boolean, and reference type like string.
Yes. Now, what is array? Why we need to go for an array?
When we collection of data, if you want to taking more than one data in a variable, so we go for array.
Okay. So, what is OOPS? Why we need to go for OOPS?
OOPS is the object-oriented programming language. So if you want to reusability code, or if you want to take more classes, means more object in different classes, so you go for object-oriented programming language.
Very nice. So, what is inheritance? Why we need to go for inheritance?
Inheritance means it is inherit the property of one class to another class, known as inheritance. There are 4 type of inheritance. Sorry, 5 type of inheritance. Single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance.
So, is it possible of multiple inheritance?
No, sir. Directly it is not possible. It is possible through interface because of ambiguity problem.
Very nice. Now, getting into ASP, what is ASP? Why we need to go for ASP?
ASP stands for Active Service Places. It is used to develop a web application.
Very nice. So, what are the controls available under a web form?
Yeah, there are a lot of controls. Generally, text box and label, radio button, and drop down list. Those are different type of controls are present.
What are validation controls?
Validation, recursive validation, range validation, and regular expression validation, and a lot of stuff.
Okay. So, when we will use regular expression validator?
Regular expression validator we use in an email, sir. If you need to validate in email control, then we use regular validator.
Okay. So, now what is ADO.NET? Why we need to go for ADO.NET?
ADO.NET means Active Server Process. It is used as an intermediate between our web page and backend server like SQL, MySQL, or
Okay. So, like what is the logic? What are the types of architectures available in order to establish ADO.NET code?
There are 2 types of architecture. One is connector-oriented architecture. Another is disconnected-oriented architecture.
So, what is what are the classes available for data provider in order to communicate with data provider like SQL?
There are 4 types of classes present. One is data adapter, data set, and data reader, and data connection.
So, under the connection, what are the parameters we pass in order to establish in order to communicate with the database like SQL Server?
There are 3 types of parameters. First is source, data source. Second one is data source means we provide our server name, and the second one is integrated integral catalog. It means it is connected to our database name, and last one is integrated security. That nothing but it is Windows system. It means connected with Windows system.
So, if I have a database, I have a huge number of records. So, So if I want to bind to the front end using web form and I want to display, so what is the control we are going to use?
So there is a control, data control like grid view. We use grid view to connect backend database to show our data to backend database, so to front end page.
Okay. So how many types of programming models are there in using ASP.NET to communicate with the grid view?
Okay, sir. There are two type of models. One is programming model, another is wizard model.
What is the difference between the wizard model? How we are going to
Okay,
communicate?
but wizard model means we didn't write any code. Through GUI based process, we can connect with database to our web pages. And programming based means we have to write code in CS form to connect with the backend side for web page.
So what is SQL Server? Why we need to go for SQL Server?
SQL Server is a database to store our data in a format of table, row and column. So we go for SQL database.
Okay. What are the different types we have?
Okay. Different type of
Data like RDBMS means like we have
yeah,
DML,
yes. DBMS, RDBMS, and then NDBMS network database, and one is
Okay, no problem. So under databases we have DML. And what is the difference between DML and DDL?
DML's data manipulation language, DDL means data definition language. In DDL, we use create, insert, create, alter, and truncate. And in a DML, data manipulation language, you use update, delete, insert, those type of queries.
Okay. So what are clauses? What are the different clauses we have?
Yeah, sir, where clause and we have other clauses.
So why we use where clause?
Where clause we use to means identify, filter particular data. So we use where clause.
Okay. What is the difference between delete and truncate?
And truncate is used to permanently delete the data, but delete is used to partially, means you can retrieve those data if you want, like commit, if you, rollback. If you go for rollback, then again we get that data.
Okay. Now, like in case if I want to fetch the data, especially the name starts with A. So what is the predicate we are going to use?
Okay, we use this percentage symbol, means column name equal to first letter A, we want A percentage.
Okay. So if I want to fetch salary greater than 5,000, so the salaries whose salary is above 5,000, so how I am going to fetch the data?
There is this operator, comparison operator, you use greater than operator above 5, then you will get
What is set operator? What are there available under set operator? Union.
Yeah, union. Means we get two columns data which is not repeated. Means except repeated data we will get other data. Union all means we can get all the data.
Including duplicate values.
Including
What is intercept means? Intercept. Common data we are using.
Common data we are using in the intercept. Yes, sir. Means which are common between two tables, we get that data.
What is HTML? Why we need to go for it?
HTML hypertext hypertext markup language, HTML. It is used to means to develop, design our web page. Means it is a client side language, and our browser only understand HTML language. So that's why HTML is designed.
What is CSS and types of CSS?
CSS known as cascading style sheet. It is used to Sir, modifying our means HTML tags means we can change their appearance, and it is three type: internal inline cascading, internal cascading, and external cascading. So
In
style sheet.
yes. In the internal, how many ways we can write?
Internal.
Yes.
Internal we can write through class, and through class represent star,
Hash.
say hatch, star, and dot. Three type of we can write.
Okay. So, in case if you are using JavaScript and if you want to validate a text box, so how we are going to validate? What is the line you are going to write? Like if you want to call JavaScript. So, what is the first line we are going to write?
Document dot write.
Document dot write is to write. So,
Yeah.
document dot get element by ID.
Yeah.
So, it was nice. Now, what is MVC means?
And this model view controller.
Okay, it was nice.